So yeah, Eliza Schlesinger. I love her so much. She was the first comedian that made me like comedy, because up until then it had all felt very Ray Romano, 1999. I hate my wife, ball and chain. I hate my kids. I'm like, well, then just get a divorce. Like,
Don't have kids.
King of Queens, like that sort of like just made. And they all were married to these gorgeous women who were super high functioning, and they were just kind of disasters. And so then these women are just trying to like drag them along behind them. And these men are like, oh, what are we doing? Oh, I have kids. What are their names? When were they born?
Breathe in.
Breathe out.
And out.
Colt and Golden have a book. It was Colt's and now it's Goldie's, and it's called Mad, Mad, Mad. And Goldie will like at bedtime she'll go mad, mad, and it says like sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm sad, and sometimes I get mad, mad, mad. I scream and roar. I fall on the floor. Anyway, there's a
Colt's like, this is my MO.
Yeah,
basically my raison d'etre.
He took this as a how-to manual.
Yes, he's like, correct.
Anyway,
so cute.
There's a section and it talks about like, I walk about, and then it says breathe in, breathe out. And so when I read it to them, they both do like a I'm like, yes, very good, very good. It's cute though, because Goldie knows it. Like if you pull it up, I'll be like, sometimes I'm happy.
Yeah, she
Sometimes I'm
cute.
sad. She also called Allie Mama today.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I was like trying to leave the bedroom. She was like, Mama. And Jessica was holding her.
I was like,
Jessica's like,
I carried
thanks.
you, birthed you, fed you with my body. Like, she's like,
I get it. That means nothing to you. Whatever.
Right. Yeah. Her day home lady, when I picked her up today, she was like, golden smile. I was like, I know. It's perfect. She's so, and then she said she wants a little baby brother or little baby sister. I was like, well, that ain't happening anymore.
Well,
Snip,
that's
snap,
a
snip,
shame.
snap.
I guess she'll have to learn to get used to disappointment early.
That's right. Keep your expectations low, Golden, and you'll never be disappointed.
Truly.
I can't believe it's the finale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes.
You're like, what?
I thought you said Steph and Allie. I'm like, what did they do?
I can't believe Steph and Allie.
I know. I was like, huh?
Ridiculous, you two. No.
It's our finale for Wings and Ruin.
I
Yes.
can't believe it.
We're here.
Yeah.
We made it.
Cheersy.
Cheers. These are
Cheersy,
very
cheers.
full.
They're very full.
Clinky.
The tiniest little. Ooh, that's yummy.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a I don't know. It's very good. Should we get going? Because
Probably.
Yeah.
We have a few things to get through
Just a
today.
couple of things. We'd
Just
like
a
to talk
handful.
about.
Hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
I'm Jaimie.
And I'm Jessica.
And welcome to A Court of Books and Babes.
A podcast where two best friends review, react to, and rate our, and soon to be your, favorite fantasy books.
Before we press play, consider this your spoiler warning. We're operating with zero restrictions. We'll be pulling threads from ACOTAR, Throne of Glass, and Crescent City because the worlds overlap, the themes echo, and we're absolutely saying the quiet connections out loud. If a title gets mentioned in this next section, it's on the table.
But don't worry, babes. We'll keep our non-Maasverse spoilers limited to the beginning of the pod, where we'll spill the tea, surreal style, on what else we're reading. If your TBR isn't caught up with ours, just skip ahead. Okay? Tell me everything without telling me anything.
Oh my God, I've been reading like a freaking fanatic.
Tell me.
So I can't remember if last time I finished Starside.
I don't think you had finished, but you were like,
I finished
frantic
it,
over
and it is a freaking cliffhanger. And yeah, that's all I'll say. It is incredible. And then I picked up Crown Me Dead, which is the first of the Heartstring series by the same...
Feather So Vicious.
Yes. Amazing. Now I'm almost done the second one. Crown Me Yours. And it is also excellent.
Is it just a duology?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I also read Humans by the same person that wrote Midnight Library.
Okay.
And it's about an alien that comes to Earth in the body of like a Cambridge mathematician and like professor.
Okay.
And it's about like his family and like how he tries to integrate and like how his perspective changes about humans from like coming to Earth and then going like, and then kind of like assimilating, I guess.
Okay.
Oh my God. I cried. I laughed. It was so good.
Oh, do you like it more? So you're done?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it more than the Midnight Library? Because you loved the Midnight Library.
No.
Midnight Library is better.
Yeah, and also different. Like the main character is a woman in Midnight Library,
Okay.
and like, but it's Humans is so charming and like kind of a similar vibe as like makes you like be introspective and like
I love those.
Yeah, so it was so good.
It reminds me, just hearing you talk about it, there was a song, I might have sent it to you, Allie, and it was going around on social media, and it's like, what if aliens exist? Have you just thought, I don't want to sing this whole song on anyway.
Allie's like,
right. Anyway, it's about like if aliens. Oh no! What if Earth was a TV show for aliens? That's what it's about. It's really cute, and it's like their perspective on us and how it would.
So it has that in this. Yeah.
Interesting.
It's pretty. Like some parts are pretty dark. I wonder if this author has like dealt with suicide in their lifetime because Midnight Library has suicide, and also it is a theme in Humans.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it made me curious. Not curious enough to look it up, but
now we're talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Rewinding back to Star Sword because Starside. Because I know you've been reading a lot of dark fantasy, dark romantasy lately. Is it a dark fantasy romantasy or no more traditional romantasy?
Probably more traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some of it's like spooky.
Sure.
But nothing like Crown Me Dead or Crown Me Yours.
Right.
Like they are straight out of like the pits of hell.
You've read a bunch lately that you've really enjoyed. Mm-hmm. So there's the Heartstrings duology, which you're really loving. Starside, which you also have loved. Mm-hmm. The One Dark Window.
Oh, okay. And Two Twisted Crowns. Both of those, so good.
Okay, what out of those, what should I read next?
Well, whatever one Caitlin's not reading, I guess, because I bored her all of them.
I feel like
personally you'd enjoy One Dark Window.
That's what I
best, and then probably Starside, and then probably Crown Me Yours.
Right. Oh, it's little, hey?
Yeah, they're both about like 300 pages.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God, they're so good.
The way you talked about One Dark Window, I was like, okay, I want to read this book. I loved The Night and the Moth, so.
Yes, then you will like that. Yeah. The MMC in this Heartstrings duology is...
Silent head shaking.
There are no words.
Audio listeners. It's silent head shaking.
Oh, he's like so depraved, but like in a good way. And he's like so tragic at the same time. Like it reminds me a little bit of like Frankenstein in the movie and how you just like feel so sorry for him, but like he also sometimes just doesn't help his cause at all, and you're just like, why do you do these horrible things?
Right.
So which I kind of love in a like, or Blake out of Wolf King.
Oh, Blake. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Again,
he's another one.
No words. Again, like he does things and you're like, why? But then like you find out he's just like so disturbed and well, we love that here.
Mm-hmm. big fan of the mess.
Yeah. The female main character, she's good. And like she's kind of unlike any, I guess I would say we've met a lot of like dark MMCs and not a lot of dark FMCs.
Right.
Like outside of Anathema, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
She Alara, I'm not sure. Don't come at me. Is dark in like her own way. Maybe a bit like oh my gosh, what is her name out of One Dark Window now? I keep thinking The Nightmare, but now I can't think of it. Anyways, long story short, everything I've read so far has been like so good.
You've been on a streak.
I have been. It's because of my
I was going to say, is it this
BookTokers,
Jaimie
yes.
influencer?
Yeah. Yep. She
Shout out.
reads books or whatever it is.
I love it.
Yeah. And the other one, Kayla reads, I think is hers. Both excellent.
Okay. Well, I think I want to do another one?
I'm listening to Direbound on audiobook.
Okay, what part are you at?
So she's become bonded.
Okay.
And they're like doing all the training.
Yeah.
And like he like grabbed her once and was like, you need to be better. And finally like her wolf kind of like let her into her mind a little bit.
Anasa.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I'm liking it the least of anything I've read lately.
Direbound took me a while, and then I was like, whoa.
I also just don't love audiobook, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just don't. And the voices are really good, and, you know, they do a good job of it.
Yeah.
But I also find that I just don't pay attention. So then I'm like, not that the plot is like, the plot's not like overly complex.
Right.
But I do find I don't listen. And then I'm just like, wait, what?
happened? I agree.
And then I'm like, ugh, do I even bother going back? And then I'm like, no, I don't.
I miss.
So I'm like, when you read, you get like all these nuances, and maybe the book isn't like as nuanced as some of the other things that we've read or that I've read lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I'll finish it, but I'm not like overly in love with it.
Yeah. Well, I felt that way when I started. I remember telling you,
Yeah.
I was like, And then all of a sudden I was like, well.
So, yeah, I'll keep at it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be curious if you have the same kind of like reaction that I did. I also want to ask, are you going to do Feathers So Vicious next? Or what's next for you besides Starbound?
Well, I have another book that's kind of more whimsical. It's about a cat shelter.
Oh, you
and
talked about this one
the
last
old
time,
lady. And so I'm gonna finish that.
Okay.
Because I haven't gotten any more into like past the first chapter because I just had too many other things.
Yeah.
So I'll finish that. My mom gave me a book about a Dutch family that harbored Jewish people during the Second World War.
Your mom loves that World War II.
She only reads historical.
Historical fiction.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Found her niche.
That's literally the only thing she reads. But yeah, the last one, The Book Thief, was amazing. So I'll read this one too. This one is based on a true story where the book thief was not.
Right. Okay.
So
gotcha.
Yep. But yeah.
Just read a few things.
And then I have to look actually into my TBR to decide what I'm reading next. So I like feverishly put in books. And then I start to go through them, and then I like look at Goodreads and like make my judgments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, are you gonna do the Ballad of the Dragon series or whatever it is?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think I will. I don't know when.
It has a lot of hype too, and I was like, yeah, it's good, but I wasn't like, oh. Like,
see, that's what I mean. Like all these things that are like hyped, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And like that everyone's read,
loves.
Yeah. We'll see. I wrote down a couple other ones that were obscure that girl recommended, so I may read those. I don't know. I'm almost convinced. Oh, Red Rising. I think I might read that next.
What's that?
It's like trials.
Oh, we talked about this.
Caitlin read the whole thing and loved it.
Yes.
Mark, my brother, is actually reading it and like flying through it. Like loves it. It's like lighter on the romance and like heavier on the plot. Like and like, you know, the adventure, I guess. But I'm keen to read that. Because it's 3 books, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
oh. Why are you so grumpy?
I was locked in a cupboard all day.
Thanks, Mom. Someone called Child Protective Services.
And then, yeah, Red Rising, I will read for sure. And then I keep almost getting convinced to start Zodiac Academy. And I'm like, because like the offshoot books apparently are like, So I thought Zodiac Academy was like all Zodiac Academy books, but it's not. It's like 3 different series that all go together, and like the girl I follow has a very specific reading order, and she's like very it's the same girl that recommends all the other books I like.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe I'm like
I mean, so far she's leading you in the right direction.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people really like them.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's a commitment. Because I know once I start, I'm not going to
DNF.
No.
Yeah. You have less tolerance for DNFing than I do. If I'm like really not liking it, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, you have to read book 6 of Blood and Ash.
Oh.
Wait, are you done 5? I forget.
I don't remember.
The one, did you read the one in his POV?
Yes.
Okay, then you should take home 6 and slog through it just as I did.
Right. Lovely. When's the next one coming out?
I don't know.
Right. As
It'll take you 8 months to finish.
Sure.
That was the longest it took me to finish a book because I could read like
2 pages.
1 chapter a night, and I was like,
yeah, snore fast.
yeah, because I read before bed, similar to Andrew, but generally I don't fall asleep.
Oh, Andrew, love of my life. Finish Mist and Fury, please.
Yeah, truly. What about you?
I also have read a bunch because I think last time when we recorded, I had not finished Frankenstein.
No, you had not.
Okay, so I finished Frankenstein. And I would say his monster doesn't get like a what we would call a redemption arc. Like he's not
just bad.
Well, like he's complex. So and as I was thinking about like themes and things and talking about it with Andrew, I think Frankenstein's monster is supposed to act as a mirror that we kind of look into and we see without all the prettiness and niceties what can happen to us. I think it's also a commentary on the dangers of ambition and how ambition and ego and the pursuit of those can lead to danger and isolation. And I also thought it was interesting because my understanding is that Mary Shelley, the author, was the daughter of 2 very celebrated, I think her mother and father were both celebrated authors. Like she was the daughter of celebrities, basically. Like, and they were friends with like other famous like writers and poets and things. And she actually wrote Frankenstein while on holiday with her husband, who my understanding is I think he was married and she was quite young and he was her father's friend and they ran off together and came back and she was pregnant. It was a bit of a scandal.
Quite the scandal.
Anyway, there's a bit of a preface from her and then from her husband where she's talking about how she wrote Frankenstein. They were on holiday. It was miserable weather and they were with, I can't remember, it was some famous author who was like, let's write ghost stories to keep us entertained. And so she did. And she kind of complains about her husband and how he really wanted her to write. And I wonder if there's a bit, I'm psychoanalyzing her relationship, 200 years later, but I wonder if there's a bit of like, he was her father's friend, probably a fan of his work. He runs off with this child, like she was the child at the time, and they have an illicit, well, I mean, it's predation. And then he wants her to write a story and to become famous. And she kind of is like,
really? And what's he doing with his life?
Well, and that's it. And she doesn't really seem to want to. And she kind of in her preface is like, so I kind of did it almost like just shut him up, it sounds like.
Interesting. And it became like one of the most epic books.
I know. I'm like, first off, get that bag, girl, way to go. And then secondly, if the story is a commentary on the dangers of ambition and ego, is a bit of a fuck you to her husband. For like we
can only hope,
right? Like she's the child of celebrities, and I wonder what that was like being the child of celebrities.
Nepo baby.
And then to marry a man who's like keen for you to become famous, and you're just like, oh my god! And then you write a story about what happens when you're driven by ambition and pride and ego and the desire for fame. Anyway, her husband died in a drowning, accidental, they say. So anyways, I finished Frankenstein. It was amazing. I also, what am I doing? I am 3/4 of the way through Poisoned Daughter. Speaking of depraved. It is very good. I read one of the spicy parts out loud to Andrew, and he was staring at me like I was speaking, I don't know, Elvish. Like he was just like couldn't believe what was coming out of my mouth. He was like, "What? This is what you're reading?" Because
which part was it? When he traps her in the woods?
No, I just finished that part. No, when there's the gentleman and they go up, and he had tried to kind of like take it too far,
kind of like angry,
and then there's like a bit of an exhibition kink going on there. There's definitely exhibition kink, throughout.
Well, yeah, after they get married,
yeah. Well, yes, totally,
and the whole ritual of the what is it, the hunt or
yes, yeah. So it's very good. I'm enjoying it.
Again, another recommendation by that.
And then I am also starting Fury Bound
on
audiobook, and I'm about halfway through, and it is good. I am not liking it as much as I ended up liking the second, but I'm like hanging in there because that's kind of what happened with the first, is I wasn't really loving it, and then I was like, ooh, I'm having fun. And so this second one, I'm kind of, it is very, you know what, I won't say anything because you're reading it right now. We can talk about it later. It's very similar to another series that you and I have read.
Fourth one?
Yeah, that true, but not what I was thinking of. But anyway. And I feel like there was another book that I finished, but I can't. I'm like,
Wings in Ruin.
Yes, Wings in Ruin. Allie, before we get going here, have you made any progress?
Yeah, I'm like halfway through Silver Flames.
Getting closer. How about 1984?
Right. Oh yeah, 1984. Are you giving up? You're DNFing?
No.
Oh. She's committed.
It will resurface. Not at this time, but in the future. Silver Flame was good. Nesta just had her like nightmare. Oh no, I read past that. Gwen and the other two women or priestesses are joining for fighting
training.
Who's the one that owns the shop in Windhaven?
Oh shoot, I forget her name. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I like her a lot.
Yeah,
yeah.
Her as well. So they're at that part. But Nesta's she had her nightmare where she had silver flames coming out of her everywhere, and Reese was like, "Stop!"
Comes in and uses his like alpha voice.
Cassian was like, "Stop!"
Yeah.
What else has happened with Cassian?
They've had some relations.
Your inability to say sex on this podcast is interesting to me.
I'm like, what else has happened? Yeah. Maybe you should read it out loud for the group.
Yes, you have the talking stick.
Yeah, they've had relations. Nesta's like fantasizing about like a threesome.
Yes!
Azriel and Cassian, which
I mean...
Also Jaimie.
Jaimie Archer.
Yeah, the star of the series. Has she gone to the lake yet?
No.
Okay. I love
They're
that
like
part.
gearing up for it. She's like, she tried to scry and then it did not go well. So
right.
She's gonna try again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by relations?
Looping back.
He
like in a dining room or like
Poor Azriel. Poor Az.
Stinky.
God bless that.
Can you imagine?
No. I cannot.
Shall we get going?
I think so.
Oh, wait.
What?
One thing to say. Okay. Have you watched Off Campus?
No, but I want to. Okay. Everyone's
obsessed.
Have
you watched Heated Rivalry?
No.
No, also no.
Okay.
We're not watching TV. I'm not watching any TV.
I don't watch any
Heated
TV.
Rivalry is like gay hockey show. They're having
yes.
Yeah.
We know.
Like,
it's a whole
it's
thing.
basically porn, actually. It is. It's like gay porn the first couple episodes.
Really?
Yeah. And then, Off Campus is like the tamer version of Heated Rivalry, but straight people. As far as I'm aware, I haven't finished it. However, the guy who is rumored to be cast for Zayden is one of the main guys in Off
Oh yeah,
Campus.
I don't like it.
Is he the one that's kind of short?
He's the one that.
No, he's quite tall,
Oh.
Yeah, he's tall. He's got the long brown hair.
but it's like curly and like.
I will say he's quite handsome in Off Campus. So,
Mm.
and he's got his Australian accent, which I'm like,
Oh yeah, I
always
think I've
lovely.
seen this guy. Yeah.
yeah.
He's
So,
only meh for me.
Yeah.
if you watch Off Campus, keep it in your mind.
Okay.
Maybe.
I do want to watch it, and I'm like heated rivalry for almost a year. I've been, maybe not a year, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
I've been like, oh. Also, you just reminded me talking about, well, Frankenstein, and then also these like tall. Who are we gonna cast?
Yeah.
Did you see Kendall Jenner and Jacob Elordi
Dating.
launched?
Saw it.
Hard launch.
Shock.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Yeah.
I think that they must be the same age. Like she's close. Yeah, ish.
Kendall Jenner, I think, is 31.
I mean, she's so beautiful.
He is 30.
Ugh.
And then Jacob Elordi
It's kind of unfair.
is 28. So she's 2 years older.
Interesting.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, right. I know. Sorry, that was my pop culture. Shall we?
Yes.
It is time to talk lore, lust, and loose morals as we unpack adventures, escape to new worlds, and, of course, swoon over our best book boyfriends.
Welcome to the home stretch of A Court of Wings and Ruin, where sleep is a luxury, emotional stability is a myth, and every chapter feels like it was designed to raise our blood pressure. In chapters 75 to 82, the war reaches a boiling point. Long shot plans become the only plans, and the line between bravery and recklessness gets blurrier by the page.
This podcast has all of our favorite R words: romance, racy, risque, and, of course,
RHYSAND.
as such, it is rated R. Please listen accordingly.
We'll kick off every episode with Babes Between the Lines
Where we read what's written, obsess over what isn't,
and dig past the dialogue so you don't miss the magic, motives, or mistakes.
Chapter 75. We're starting off our Wings and Ruin finale with a quote. The cauldron purred at Elaine's presence. Pause. One sentence in. Why does this thing like her so much?
Somebody likes Elaine. It's a goddamn miracle.
Right. Certainly not Jaimie.
No.
It is so interesting because over and over the cauldron is described as being kind of wretched and kind of wicked and mean. And
Ooh, Elaine villain arc.
And Elaine, it loves Elaine. Like literally is described as purring in her presence. I want it so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I want this villain arc. Make her interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's the only way.
I know.
Or made her with Azrael, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
But SJM doesn't love to like make her female main characters interesting because of a man. It's usually like because of things that they do.
Because of who they are.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm saying here.
She should be a villain.
She should be a villain. I would love it so much. It was just so interesting to me that, yeah, this cauldron, which like otherwise is terrifying and wretched and kind of like corrupted, like we talked about, and it sees Elaine and it's like,
And it gives to her.
it gives to her, which Feyre says because Elaine was so lovely. I'm like, but is it because she was so lovely?
Like, it can't just be that.
I don't know.
That seems like weak at best.
Yes, I agree. Nesta, meanwhile, goes to finish Elaine's handiwork, grabbing the blade in Hybern's neck and twisting it over and over until his head rolls from his body. She lifts the former king's head in front of her and stares until a scream from Elaine shatters the moment as Elaine sees the still body of their father lying on the ground. Feyre tries to lunge for her sisters, but the cauldron has other plans and whips her back towards itself. As Feyre once more flies over the battle scene, she realizes the armies don't know that their king is dead and are still engaged in their bloody massacre of one another, and Hybern's forces are still winning.
In my mind, I kind of thought it would be like in Lord of the Rings where they kill Sauron and like the whole army just like the ground falls out from underneath them and like
Yeah.
they're all dead.
Yeah.
But no.
No,
This
I
did
kind of
not-
thought that
Yeah,
too.
right? Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like he was like
They're
the
tied
center
to
of
power.
Yep.
No. Like, yeah, even without him and without the cauldron,
Yeah.
they still are there fighting and winning.
Rude.
Illegal. Suddenly, a roar, pain, RHYSAND. But once again, Feyre can't do anything as the cauldron snaps her back into her body. Feyre finally blinks her eyes open and feels Amren slapping her. Hears her screaming at Feyre to fight it. Amren tells Feyre that she needs her. The surreal had a message for her. The book has an unbinding spell for her. Once she is unbound from her mortal body, she will take her true form and can be unleashed on Hybern's forces.
Amren.
I know.
She's so good.
She's like, just let me go. Put
me at him.
Put me in, coach.
I've been on the sidelines here.
Yeah. And then Varian is there, simply asking over and over, one word, don't.
Oh, I love Varian and Amren.
Oh, yeah.
Love.
And like, it's funny because as I was reading this scene, he's very like, he's like upset and he's like, don't, and he's, and she at best smirks at him.
She's like,
Like, she does make a comment, we get to it, that like, if she had stayed and, whatever, she could have maybe one day possibly learned with him what love looks like. But she at no point is like, I love you. Like, she's like, I don't feel that way right now. And I think that I kind of love that that would have felt untrue to who
yeah,
Amren
it wouldn't
is.
make sense with her character.
She's like, maybe someday I could have.
Yeah.
But like, who I am now, like, no.
What I am now.
What I am now? Yeah.
Also, Aubrey Plaza in Parks and Rec kind of gives Amren vibes.
Her attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her
a little bit like
attitude is hilarious.
an unbothered queen.
Yes.
Yep. Feyre balks. The Amren they know will be gone. She won't remember them. And Amren smiles. This is a long quote, but it's a lot of Amren lore, so I wanted to include all of it. Quote, I watched them for so many eons. Humans in my world. There were humans too. And I watched them live and hate, wage senseless war and find precious peace. Watch them build lives, build worlds. I was never allowed such things. I hadn't been designed that way, had not been ordered to do so. So I watched. And that day I came here, it was the first selfish thing I had done. For a long, long while, I thought it was the punishment for disobeying my father's orders, for wanting. I thought this world was some hell he had locked me into for disobedience. Amren swallowed. But I wonder if my father knew, if he saw how I watched them love and hate and build and opened that rip in the world, not as a punishment, but as a gift.
Who is her dad?
Well, and at first, Amren describes herself as a mercenary messenger.
Yeah.
Or-
Assassin?
Yeah, I think you're right. Mercenary. Yeah, a mercenary and assassin. Aren't those the same
I don't
thing?
know.
Sword for hire, kind of. I'm unsure.
Definition?
But now she kind of is describing her father as the ruler of wherever it was she came from. So in whatever, like, that's how it sounds to me.
Yeah. Well, if you can open a rip.
Right. And so that would make her some type of heir, princess.
Mm-hmm.
Baby's crawling in the cupboards.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't think she can
A
knock in.
mercenary is a general soldier who fights in broader conflicts or wars for money.
Yeah.
An assassin is a specialist paid to discreetly target and kill a specific individual.
Okay. So one is like associated with
Soldier.
like a soldier for hire, and the other is like a, yeah, close. It's interesting reading this section.
Theory that Amren is an angel.
That Amren is an angel. Well, we get into what her transformation looks like, and there are wings. So possibility a la Crescent City. Ooh, we gotta keep going. Varian begs her not to do this, and Amren smiles at him, saying he might have taught her how to love if they had had time. Then Amren asks them to tell the High Lord to leave a cup for her and begins to instruct Feyre on what she must do. And then our tiny, ancient one jumps into the cauldron.
Oh my god.
And disappears.
Amren.
Feyre repeats Amren's spell, and her connection with the cauldron shatters. She and Varian wait, until suddenly they feel a low ripple deep in the earth. The ripple spears up and through the cauldron and shatters into 3 pieces as Amren emerges, an explosion of fire and light and rage and victory. Enormous burning wings, a flaming crown is all Feyre sees before Amren sweeps down over the armies. Halo, that's a good maybe.
But what about the Autumn King? Because his whole thing is fire. I mean, he doesn't have wings.
Mm-hmm.
Or like one of the archangels, maybe.
Yeah. Their halos are not like so.
They're tattooed. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah, but yeah, I know. It's interesting.
Well, none of the angels have halos. Like the halo is like a slave tattoo.
The like free angels don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I
But
thought.
it was interesting when Alex said halo. I was like, interesting. Yeah, I know.
But you could consider Hunt like a bit of a mercenary / assassin.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something there. Like, because then there was also like that war with Sahar. Is that her name? His like ex-lover.
Oh, yes.
And like she was a type of angel.
Yeah.
So like it could have been something in that war, maybe. Like the different, because Hunt is a bit of like a for hire.
Yep. Definitely.
I mean, he's
for hire by one, but yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ash follows her as she destroys Hybern's forces on land and sea, taking them out one by one, a wave of destruction following her light. But her light begins to dim until, as Amren flies over the final enemy ship, her fire winks out into nothingness. Chapter 76. Silence. And then the cries of victory from their people as they realize what has happened. But before Feyre can rejoin her court, she feels something, a growth of darkness, of a void, of something alien and wrong. Rhys is there, looking her over, checking her. Too tired to talk, Feyre opens her mind to RHYSAND, letting him see everything. Her father, the king, Elaine, Nesta, Amren, everything. Varian's voice breaks through their moment of connection, drawing their attention once more to that void. Like it really is like, as I was reading it, I was like, oh my god, what's that nothingness? And then it's like Rhys is there and he's like, are you okay? I'm like, can we get back to like whatever is going on over there?
Mm-hmm.
And Varian is like, oh, we have problems.
Something bad's happening.
Yes. Their world was tied long ago to the cauldron. Its demise means their own.
Right, which we knew about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know about in this book apparently, but Crescent City told me so.
Right, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we didn't know why it meant that, right?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Feyre experiences a flash of horror, and then, in true Cursebreaker style, she thinks that, well, she'll remake the cauldron, and runs to the Book of Breathings, but quickly realizes that it was written in a language that only one being in Prythian could read, who now no longer exists. And so, our dear Feyre takes the most powerful, precious, irreplaceable book with limitless power tied to the most powerful thing they have ever encountered and throws it into the void.
Of course she does.
That's how it ends up in Crescent City.
Yes.
That's how it ends up with Jessica.
Yeah, that's literal. I mean, that's written down.
And the black hole is in Crescent City.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Stop.
I was like,
I have goosebumps.
Yeah. I was like, that's
how it gets there.
That's how it gets there. But then it makes you think about like timing and stuff. So are they happening at the same time instead of?
Because in theory, then ACOTAR would have happened long before Crescent City if the book ended up in Jessica's thing, right?
I don't know.
In her library?
Thinking about that.
The timeline is fuzzy.
It is difficult, especially if like the Daglin were there and then I don't know.
If it goes through a riff and Jessica saves it from all the other books like being
Mhm.
burned, you would assume? Or is this after she already has her thing and she just comes upon it?
Just finds it one day.
Or collects it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mm.
But I was like, that's how it ends up there. Also, Rhys is like in that
Who
moment.
opened the rift in the world? Amren?
This one?
The black hole?
It was because of the...
Isn't that what you just said?
Oh, no.
No.
But, I mean, yes, when Amren came to Prithian, she came through a rip in the world.
Yes, that.
Yes,
but
this
here,
one-
this is because the cauldron broke. So that's why there's like a void now. So Feyre threw the book into the void.
And why does the void happen at the end of Crescent City? Because they link Truth Teller and the Star Sword.
Don't
Yes,
ask me.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
they
it.
link them, and that's how they open the void to suck in the Asteri.
Unsure. Anyway, it was as Feyre throws the book into the void. I was like, are you kidding me? And then Rhys is there, and he does like make a little, he's like, well, that's one way to go about it. Like, oh, Feyre. Damn it,
Feyre.
She doesn't know what to do. Yeah, no shit. But Rhys tells her to use his power to try and remake the cauldron. She tells him it won't be possible. He's too drained. But he tells her just to humor him, to try. So she does. She puts her hand on the cauldron once more and feels nothingness, the void. No light, no air, and Feyre herself as a form of nothing. The tether of light connecting her to the world, to her world, to Rhys. Feyre reaches her hands out, remembering those hands from that mural she once saw long ago in the spring court, and cups the entire cracked universe in her palms, speaking the spell Amren taught her. She feels RHYSAND's power flow into her, a tidal wave, and one by one, the cracks heal, forge. She thinks in this moment of looking at that mural and how the world, when there were female hands that held the cauldron, the universe formed. And so then she reaches, in her mind, she reaches out her own hands. We'll talk about this a little bit in, well, hot takes, theories, and thirsts. But I have questions about the mother and Feyre and timelines and going back and forth and a little bit of the chicken and the egg. Feyre feels Rhys's power sputter, but as she goes to turn and look to him, he simply tells her, I love you, in reassurance. They throw the last dregs of their magic into the cauldron, finally bringing it back to life, bringing their world back to life. And Feyre once more returns to her body, feeling the warm sun on her face. They did it. But instead of wholeness, instead of rightness, something is missing.
Oh my God.
Feyre looks around, and as she looks behind her and sees the High Lord of the Night Court's prone body draped across the ground, she realizes what is missing. The mating bond is gone.
Fuck.
And so is RHYSAND.
Ugh.
Chapter 77.
This part was so traumatic. Just didn't know if he was actually going to die.
Yeah.
And actually, Amanda, she texts me. She's like, oh my God, I actually thought Rhys was dead. I was crying on the plane. I'm like,
oh, nothing worse than a plane vomiter, but nothing worse than a plane crier.
She was like, I thought he really died. I was like,
look,
on you.
SJM got us all. Chapter 77. Feyre screams into the silence of her own mind and then into the newly healed world. Soon, her friends are there, Mor and Cassian and Azriel, but she can't hear them. Suddenly, hands are on RHYSAND, Thesan, checking to see if there's anything to be done, but he shakes his head softly. Feyre begs, please, to anyone, everyone. She remembers the Surreal's words, stay with the High Lord and live to see everything righted. A lie, she thinks, a miserable, wretched lie. And she looks up at the gathered High Lords, now encircling them, and snarls at them to bring him back. Quote, you were human, Helion said carefully. It is not the same. So Feyre says to them, you brought me back.
Yeah.
Do it for him.
And
he says it's not the same. Do we think something happened here? Because, spoiler alert, we're bringing Rhys back. We're bringing him back.
Don't cry.
He comes back, and one of the first things he says is, don't worry, I didn't take any of your magic, to all the High Lords.
Which would imply that it would be like a similar...
Right. But Helion says it's not the same. Has something changed? Is Rhys somehow changed by this?
Or is it because he's Starborn?
Or is it because he's Starborn?
I don't know.
It was interesting. Like, why write that? Is it just for SJM to have us, like, to maintain that anxiety?
Right.
So that we're not just like, oh yeah, they'll do the seed thing and they'll be good to go. Like,
yeah.
Is that all?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. I kind of wonder if it's going to loop back. Feyre does not care. She begins to rally her power, ready to knife into their minds and force them. Like, she's like, I don't give a shit. Like, you're doing it.
Oh, fuck y'all up.
Yes. But Tarquin, the youngest High Lord, a fellow dreamer, steps forward with that familiar kernel of light in his hand.
Too cute.
And then one by one, Helion, Thesan, Callias, Baron, after a firm threat for more. And then so does Feyre, calling forth her own seed and laying it on her mate's throat. And just as they realize who is missing, he appears. Tamlin. He looks at RHYSAND, at Feyre, and once again, our Feyre begs, telling Tamlin she will give him anything. Pause. We are very critical of Tamlin for being willing to essentially burn all of Prythian to get Feyre back. Feyre flat out says she would have given, like, if when Rhys says, take my power, right before she's about to go and heal the cauldron, he blocks her out. She tries to reach into his mind, and he has a wall up. And she realizes after he's dead that it was so she couldn't see. And because he knew that she wouldn't have done it. She would have rather seen their world burn than to lose him. It was an interesting note that we're very critical of Tamlin, of like how he screwed over all of Prythian for Feyre. Like, he was willing to sell them all out, and she's like, how could you do that? Whatever. And she's like, I would have let the entire world like burn for Rhys.
I mean, it's RHYSAND. Do you like Feyre that much? She's okay.
Yeah. No Rhys though.
Also, Tamlin loves an entrance, hey? He's always just like freaking showing up, and he's just like, da, 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 da.
I know. Yes.
I'm like,
here I am.
Yeah, like the High Lords meeting, when they're trying to escape Hybern's camp. Now, when he kind of pulls his whole thing, when like Amarantha's curse is finally broke, like, you know what I mean? Like, at the Hybern's castle, when he's like he's always just kind of like, hey, and you're like,
here you are. I know. You're right. He does. Loves an entrance. We love him for it. Silence from the High Lord of the Spring Court. Then 3 small, unexpected, powerful words from the High Lord of the Spring Court to the High Lady of the Night Court. 3 words so different and yet not so different from another 3 words they had offered to each other. But this time, instead of I love you, Tamlin tells her, be happy, Feyre.
Oh, that was sweet.
Yeah. And lays his kernel on Rhys's chest. I really did love this moment. This was a great,
this is like his only redeeming thing the whole book.
It is a good, when I think about, I was thinking back to them saying I love you to each other, and like the power of those words and the power of these words, like him saying, like, this man is who he sees has stole his bride, has single-handedly, ruined his life. And he's saying,
yeah, without a woman, your life is pretty ruined. Just saying.
Yeah. But he wants her happiness. And so he says, I loved it.
That is growth, Tamlin.
It is growth.
We'll put a W.
We're here for it.
We'll put a W.
Feyre hears a thud beneath her ear, and then another, and then a groan, and then that delicious, mischievous, wicked purr of a voice that brought a fandom to its knees rumbles from the chest underneath her as RHYSAND says to them all, quote, "If you're all here, then either something went terribly wrong or terribly right."
Oh, Reese, stop.
And then he tells them to go retrieve Amren from the cauldron before she catches a cold. And Moore sprints over, hauling her out. Reese says our tiny ancient one was there in the void, and so he reached out a hand, and Amren
pulled her back.
Yeah.
He's like, nope.
He's like, she was there, and he was
Just-
like, "Want to come back here with
It's
me?"
just like hunting Bryce.
Yes, it reminded me very much of, and like the void, like no air, no light, like it.
And Reese is starborn.
Yes.
And Bryce is starborn.
The parallels.
And Hunt is an angel. And
Mhm.
Amren is apparently an angel. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Mind blown.
Also, our basement just caved in.
Feyre watches as Amren, coughing and spluttering, opens her eyes, and they are normal, no flames. She had given up her power to return to them. A gift, Feyre thinks, for all of them. No. Chapter 78. The three Archeron sisters make their way to the clearing where their father lies. Elaine washes his face, combs his hair, lays flowers on his chest. Nesta is silent, eyes shadowed. Feyre, calling on words from long ago under a dark and dangerous mountain, begins to speak. Quote, "Mother hold you. May you pass through the gates. May you smell that immortal land of milk and honey. Flame ignited at my fingertips. All I could muster, all that was left. Fear no evil. Feel no pain. My mouth trembled as I breathed. May you enter eternity."
Uh-oh. We got to cry for Papa Archeron. Oh.
No tears. Choke it back.
It's too late. It counts.
It counts. She talks about how they don't have any prayers, like as humans. Like,
Yeah.
they're all of like their religion, their culture, like all of it was taken away. And so Elaine says, as they're looking at him, like, should we say a prayer? And she realizes they don't have anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so then she thinks back to being under the mountain and hearing those words. Who were those said for? For that one fairy that she had to kill, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I think so. And I thought it was beautiful. And he's ash on the wind. They hear footsteps and turn to see, bloody and exhausted, Lucian walking up the hill. Yes.
Listen, Elaine, you shut your dirty mouth.
Yes. He looks at the scorched earth and tells them how sorry he is. And Feyre runs to her friend and throws her arms around him. Perhaps not his first pick for a hug from the assembled group, but better than nothing. He tells them he has quite a tale to share, that Vasa's curse has been negotiated with her keeper, and she's now able to regain her human, queenly form by day. Okay, so this was negotiated by their
I didn't
father.
Yeah.
I didn't remember this either until the reread.
Also, how the fuck is Papa Archeron negotiating with a death god? Give me strength.
There's so much more with their father and mother. What do we think Papa Archeron offered Koschei? To get him to agree to have Vasa be queen by day.
What does Koschei want?
I don't know.
What is his end game?
I don't know.
Because, he's got his, harem of bird women at the lake. So what is his, he doesn't want to be tied to the lake.
Right.
Is one of
He's
his
bound
things.
to the lake.
Yeah. So
what did Papa Archeron give him? I don't know. I can't believe I never tweaked on that before.
No.
Yeah.
Weird. I honestly probably just skimmed that over. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Right.
I'm rewriting the book again.
False.
Cassian's
No.
Nope. Wrong. Papa Archeron negotiated with Koschei. Nope, he didn't.
That didn't happen.
Next.
They begin to make their way back to the court of dreams, down the hill and away from their father's final resting site. Feyre asks what now for Lucian, and Elaine, after a nudge from Feyre, says he would be welcome to come to Valaris, and he graciously accepts.
Elaine is such a jerk to Lucian. What did he ever do to her?
Literally. I think she just is so freaked out by the bond that she's doesn't, and she really is trying, I think, not to lead him on, which I kind of respect.
Like, listen, things could be a heck of a lot worse. Baron.
Right.
Or like, I mean, that's really the only Tamlin.
Right. You know,
Those are the only
the
two.
series is still young. Feyre departs the group and enters her tent to the sound of voices. Prince Draken, RHYSAND, and Miriam.
My turn.
Your turn. I'm so glad you get to finish a series because I finished book 1 and book 2.
Really?
Yes.
Both?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you
How do you like that? Chapter 79. It has been approximately 500 pages since we've gotten a proper Feyre darling. And honestly, the serotonin boost was needed. Rhys is recovering remarkably well considering the minor inconvenience of having recently died. Miriam and Draken are keeping him company. The war is over. Nobody is actually trying to murder them for 5 whole minutes. And for the first time in a long time, the atmosphere feels peaceful.
So nice.
Almost.
Right.
Because there are still questions. For example, Jurian more convinced Miriam and Draken to spare him, which is probably for the best considering how many awkward apologies would be needed otherwise. Like, they were still, even though he like wasn't after them the second time.
The first time he was? Like initially.
When he was
in love with Miriam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the second time he was not.
Right.
And like, so yeah, Moore was kind of just like, guys, like, bygones be bygones.
Right. It's a bit of a like RHYSAND, Tamlin, Feyre.
Yes. But also like Moore can't let anything go. So
right.
I'm just not 100% sure where it's coming from with that. But
also interesting that Moore and Jurian have
there's something there.
History. Yeah.
There is something.
He's the one that says, oh,
you thought it was
Morgan.
I know. Oh God.
Yeah. These days, he's helping Grayson's men tend to the wounded, which feels surprisingly wholesome for someone who spent centuries as an eyeball and finger.
Also, can I just say I'm so peeved because once again, here I was a few episodes ago being like, I think Grayson's going to have another showing in this series. Clearly forgot entirely that he and his army show up. And then it's like in the
battle.
I will never get to have a theory that isn't already either in the books itself and I have just forgotten it or well known by the fandom. And I think I have originated it. I was so choked when we read that. And it was like, Grayson's here. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? If you haven't
seen it online, kind of, you did originate it because you thought of it yourself.
I mean,
this is how I feel. I'm like, well, I came to my own conclusions.
So I'm taking credit.
Rough. Philosopher in like the year 12 BC. Apple falls down.
Gravity. Boom.
Done.
Nailed it. When Miriam and Draken ask Feyre if Feyre considers Jurian a friend, her answer is basically not really. To me, this is like weird. Like Jurian, well, we get into it. Hold on.
Interesting.
No, but also yes.
Okay.
Because he did help them like a lot.
A lot.
Like basically, yeah, I don't know. Like he was an enemy.
Right.
Then he was an ally. Like he was kind of like it's like a situationship a bit, I guess, where they're like, okay, well, you're good for now because we need you and you know, all these things. And it's just kind of weird.
Do you think it's because Feyre, we talk about her being such a black and white thinker, and so she's struggling to align where the hell Jurian sits in her mind?
Yeah,
I
maybe.
think, yeah. Because it is strange that she wouldn't say he was a friend. Like,
yeah, like he freaking helped her save the kid from the camp, and like he knew she was Ianthe, didn't blow her cover. He knew she was trying to flip the spring court, didn't blow her cover.
Yeah.
Like he fed them all of Hybern's, and like,
yeah.
To me, I'm just like,
he's been working behind the scenes and doing more
than anyone else in the book.
Honestly, he's just hustling.
Yeah.
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 To Draken's point, while they sit there and flap.
Yes, exactly. Or like while they're off on their glamored island, just tra-la-la.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, I was like a bit offended by that. I'm like, what?
I know. I think we're
Rude.
gonna be
we're
really
Jurian stans for
the next few books. Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, then to Draken and Miriam, she has a request, a very important one. Quote, It needs to disappear, I said softly. Permanently, she added, before anyone remembers to lay claim to it. The cauldron. Because if history has taught us anything, it's that nobody should be allowed to have that thing. Ever.
No.
Thankfully, Miriam and Draken agree to take it when they leave. Problem solved.
Right.
The cats are fighting.
Oh, so mad at Nix.
Because
Well,
Nix...
yeah, she's
Nix
cleaning
like
her.
ran up to snuggle her and Momo's eyes were like...
It's because...
Oh,
bless you.
sorry,
Nix
audio listeners.
always... Like, the cats will be sitting peacefully, and then Nix, like, literally lays on top of them and is like, bathe me! Like, and they're just like, ugh.
That sounds like me with Andrew.
She just a baby.
Mom was like, ugh, fine.
She's like,
Gutter
now
snake.
I'm dirty. Ugh.
Right. Because you were near me.
Gross.
Gross.
Feyre has one last piece of business to attend to, a meeting. And babes, if there's one thing this series loves, is putting a bunch of powerful people in a room and seeing who starts arguing first.
Yes. Take bets now.
Yeah. The gathering takes place in the ruins of the Archeron estate, which feels strangely fitting.
Yeah.
Baron arrives first, unfortunately, followed by Eris, fortunately. Lucian ignores both of them, which honestly feels like the healthiest choice. Then Tamlin arrives, and this moment hits harder than I expected. He sees Lucian standing there in Illyrian fighting leathers and immediately shuts down. The glaring, the glowering, the complete emotional constipation of it all. Like, so, but what really gets Feyre is, like, Lucian has, like, guilt in his eyes because, like, seeing Lucian in the fighting leathers, he's like, oh, that's who you chose. Like, you're on their side now. And Tamlin is always like, you versus me. Like, he's a bit Feyre that way. Black and white. Yeah. Like, you're either with us or against us.
Yeah.
And it's not us, it's him.
Yeah.
Like, you either like me or you hate me, and we're either friends or enemies.
There's so much of that, like, in this. Like, so none of these people, not none, most of these people don't want to hurt each other, but there just is so much, like, crossed wires, and it's tough.
Thank God there's no miscommunication trope.
That's right.
That is my least favorite trope. As a communications professional, that is my least favorite trope.
Book 2, fourth wing.
Yeah. I'm like, well, why don't you just tell the other one that you love him? Because I'm going to fucking kill one of you.
Grinding my teeth.
That made me sad because for all of Tamlin's failures, Lucian still feels responsible somehow. Still feels guilty. Still feels the loss of that friendship.
Yeah.
Next arrived Miriam, Dracon, and Nymphelle, which I was like, oh yeah. And Azriel confirms her identity with, like, a nod to Feyre. He's like, yeah, that's her. Because Feyre notices that she has smaller wings. Yeah. In my mind, she has, like,
little tiny fairy
cherub wings.
Yes.
And it's like they go like a hummingbird. And she's
Yes.
got...
I love the story of Nymphelle.
Yeah, so
love
cute.
it. Yeah.
Then come Callias, Vivian, Tarquin, Varian, Thesan, and Helion. The guest list is stacked.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. And as Feyre and Rhys prepare to enter, more humans arrive. Jurian, Grayson, and several others. Finally, Vasa.
Yay. What's up, Firebird?
Who immediately skips all the pleasantries and asks Feyre Curse Breaker if she can break her curse. He's like, yeah, but, like, how can you help me?
Right.
Straight to business. Feyre promises she'll try, but today is not that day.
Right.
Vasa responds with just enough sass to make me instantly like her.
Yeah.
She's kind of like, okay, then, like, why am I here?
Lucian does say, he's like, be prepared, Vasa is going to, like, corner you immediately.
Yeah.
And he says, you and her.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's contagious.
This is what I do. I bring down everyone. Well, my children bring down everyone in their circle. He says she's got a mouth on her. Like,
yeah, she is sassy. Yeah.
Like Feyre. He's like, yeah, you guys are kind of similar.
It's going to be, damn it, Vasa. Next time. Feyre notes, quote, either she didn't know or didn't care that I was also a queen in my own right. And Nesta kind of chuckles because she's like, Vasa's giving Feyre sass and Nesta's kind of like, which might be the strongest endorsement anyone can receive. But then Feyre notices something, a small wooden carving in Nesta's hand. She recognizes the craftsmanship immediately. Papa Archeron. And suddenly that victory from the battlefield feels a little closer, a little more real, a little more painful. Hand in hand, Feyre and Nesta step into the room, once human, now Fae, standing between two worlds, and Feyre opens the meeting with, quote, "My name is Feyre Archeron. I was once human, and now I am Fae. I call both worlds my home, and I would like to discuss renegotiating the treaty." And just like that, babes, our High Lady starts building whatever comes next.
Boom. And they're holding hands?
Yep, when they walk in. Yeah, because originally she was like walking in with Rhys, and then like she sees Nesta holding the little wood. It doesn't actually say what it is, I don't think. Yeah, and then they walk in together.
Oh, I love that.
Chapter 80. Well, babes, the war may be over, but unfortunately that does not mean everyone suddenly puts on a cardigan and starts making healthy emotional choices. This chapter opens with what I can only describe as Fae Story Hour. Feyre, Miriam, and Draken take turns sharing their histories, their experiences, and proof that humans and Fae can coexist without immediately trying to kill each other. The stories are powerful, but they also dredge up old wounds, old betrayals, and centuries of hurt that nobody is quite willing to let go yet. There are apologies that haven't been made, grievances that haven't been settled, and enough generational trauma in this room to power the entirety of Prythian. So they talk about Feyre and Miriam, because Miriam was human once. She was a human queen.
She was a human queen.
Yeah, because no, that's a lie. She was a human slave because Draken was the prince, and his betrothed gave Miriam to Draken.
Right.
So yes, but now Miriam is sort of Fae.
Interesting. And
yeah.
Looping back to our comment from Rhys about her being a witch, what does that mean?
What
does that mean?
I don't know, but I like it.
I like it too.
I like it a lot.
Where are the witches?
I know. Seriously. The conversation shifts to what comes next. Can humans and Fae truly live together? Should there be another wall? Could there be another wall? Nobody seems particularly eager to rebuild the magical equivalent of a giant neighborhood fence, but nobody is exactly overflowing with trust either. Hours pass, and babes, they basically get nowhere. Shocker. This is like the CEO meeting.
Yes. Yeah, executive leadership meeting.
Like just right. Circles and circles.
Yeah, nope. Let's circle back. You're like, I could not circle anymore. Like
I'm running in circles over here.
Yeah.
No grand agreements, no sweeping declarations of peace, no magical treaty signing montage. Just a full room of exhausted people realizing that surviving a war and rebuilding two worlds are very different challenges.
I loved that this wasn't just like they finished the battle, kumbaya.
Yeah.
Because that's not real. I mean, not that we're reading these for the realism, but you know what I mean? Like it's like, no, the real work begins now.
That's with Throne of Glass and Crescent City, too. They're like, well, we defeated one enemy. Now, how are we going to fix everything else that's freaking wrong because of that?
Yeah.
So, and then we just don't know because the series ends. Trust is fragile. Alliances are strained. Everyone is balancing on a knife's edge. So eventually the meeting adjourns with the most realistic outcome possible. Everyone agrees to revisit the conversation after they've had time to rest, recover, and maybe process the fact that they all almost died.
Right.
So they're like, okay, we're getting nowhere. So they acknowledge that they are doing nothing productive. Yeah. And then they're like, we should sleep. We should like tend to our wounded. Like there's a million things we should do to make sure we're in the right state of mind and like headspace to make this decision.
Yeah.
As everyone filters out, Jurian approaches Feyre with an update. Quote, Queen Vassa offered me a place within her court. And just like that, the beginnings of what can only be described as Prythian's most chaotic found family start taking shape.
Yay, the court of misfits.
Yes. The human queen cursed into a firebird, the ancient warrior who spent centuries trapped as an eyeball and finger, and the fox-faced diplomat who seems destined to collect strays. Honestly, I'd read that spinoff immediately.
Yes!
Is this book 6? Okay, let's not talk about it yet. Is this book 6? But Feyre has a bigger question. Can this actually work? Can humans and Fae ever truly coexist? Can peace stick? And she says this specifically to Jurian, to which he answers, quote, yes, he said softly, I do. And then Feyre thinks to herself, and I don't know why, but it gave me comfort. After she says he's not her friend, and she's like asking him, she's like, do you think this can really happen?
And he says, yes, he's a dreamer.
Yeah.
Aww.
Rude Feyre. Exactly. Feyre. Back in Valaris, everything looks exactly the same, which is precisely the problem, because nothing is actually the same. The city survived, the war ended, but every member of the inner circle carries the battlefield home with them. Some wounds are visible, others aren't. Cassian, Mor, and Azriel decide the appropriate response is alcohol. Specifically, the expensive alcohol. Because why not?
Because why not? It's on Reese's bill, so...
We get into it. Meanwhile, little pieces of everyone's new reality begin to emerge. Lucian is carrying Feyre's note to Tamlin. So the note, she writes on a note, like, I want you to be be happy too.
Oh,
and like, because he disappears before she can give it to him.
Yes.
And Lucian, like, side notes that he'll be making, like, a pit stop on his way back to the continent.
Yeah.
No, to the continent.
No, but a pit stop at the spring court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he doesn't say the spring court, but Feyre's like, I know where he's going.
Okay.
So she gives him the note to give to Tamlin. Nesta has retreated inward, distant and unreachable. So, like, I didn't remember that it pretty much starts immediately.
Nesta's trauma?
Yes. And, like, how she's just, like, silent.
Right.
Like, won't talk to anyone, won't say anything, almost immediately.
After all the progress it feels like she and Feyre made throughout this book to, like, even worse than it was before.
Yes. And Elaine, dear sweet Elaine, wants a garden. Lord help us all. She, like, looks out the window. She's like, I'm going to plant a garden. I'm like,
as someone who also finds gardening very therapeutic, I can understand. Jaimie cannot.
I have so many questions. But maybe that's the point. Not rebuilding kingdoms, not rewriting treaties, just planting something and hoping it grows. And for the first time in a long time, that feels like enough. Chapter 81. Babes, welcome to a very special occasion. We have officially entered RHYSAND POV. Ooh. And it's exactly what you'd expect from a male who spent 500 years pretending he didn't have feelings while secretly having all of them. This chapter is short, sweet, and somehow manages to heal approximately 3% of the emotional damage this book has inflicted on us. Rhys stands looking out at Elaine's garden, insert eye roll, soaking in something that has been in painfully short supply for most of this story. Peace. Not temporary peace. We'll deal with that tomorrow peace. Actual peace. Inside the townhouse, his family is laughing, talking, existing. No one is actively bleeding. No one is possessed by an ancient object. No one is sacrificing themselves. Sacrificing. That's a new word. It's a miracle. And he, like, is, like, so happy.
Yeah.
And terrified. As he listens to Feyre's laughter drifting through the house, it stirs something deep inside him. Because for all his power, all his plans, all his sacrifices, this is what he fought for. Not crowns, not titles. This.
Yeah.
A home full of people he loves. And speaking of people he loves, Cassian and Azriel appear in the doorway carrying drinks and absolutely zero interest in letting Rhys have a private emotional moment. Quote, you coming to drink or are you just going to stare at the flowers all day?
Oh, I love that. Was Cassian, obviously.
Yeah, never changed.
Yeah.
Rhys doesn't want to leave this moment. He's admiring the fact that everyone is still here. And after everything that happened, after standing on that battlefield, believing he might lose them all, and also dying, he still seems a little stunned that they made it. Like, he truly can't believe it.
Yeah.
That they're sitting in the townhouse again, that they're alive. And then Azriel quietly says exactly what Rhys needs to hear. Quote, it's real.
Aww.
I know, Azriel.
Because Az has probably experienced that. Like, his trauma in his life was, like, it was so horrible. So to have, like, community,
it's
family,
over.
Peace, like, it would feel like you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah. I mean, all of SJM's books, is that not what we're doing? We're like, oh God, it's better. Now what?
Now what?
As they head toward the living room where the females are apparently demanding an elite level snack spread, Rhys's thoughts drift to something else, to the future, to the vision Feyre once showed him. Quote, that vision of the future Feyre had showed me more beautiful than anything I ever could have wished for. And perhaps for the first time in a very long time, Rhys isn't focused on protecting that future. He isn't sacrificing or fighting for it. He's simply planning to live it. Every single second. And babes, after everything these characters have endured, that might just be the happiest ending of all. Chapter 82. And just like that, we're back in Feyre's head for one last little breath before this book closes its doors. The war is over, the city is safe, and for once, nobody is sprinting towards a battlefield, a death god, or a catastrophically bad decision. All Feyre. Every single one of those things, I'm like, Feyre, check, check. Instead, Feyre finds Rhys exactly where you'd expect him, sitting on the roof beneath the stars, watching over Valaris like the world's most handsome gargoyle. Naturally, she climbs into his lap because, well,
who wouldn't?
Exactly. And because this is Feyre Archeron, she immediately informs us that she's wearing a red nightgown and red lacy underthings.
Feyre.
Gifted to her by a grateful shopkeeper after saving them from Hybern. Honestly, the customer loyalty program in Valaris is unmatched. Quote, maybe I should do it more often if it gets me free lingerie. Okay. To which Rhys responds, quote, hasn't anyone told you you're disgustingly rich? Sir, some of us are trying to relate to characters. Like, this is the most unrelatable thing said in this book.
Disgustingly rich.
Okay.
That's true.
Yes, but also, how?
Right.
If they don't have a tie, where does their money come from? The jewels I get, like, okay, maybe they're passed down generations. Like generational wealth, like they're Nepo baby. Like Rhys is a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Like where did their money come from?
I feel like they, even though they don't pay a tithe, like in the Spring Court-esque way, where it's like if you don't pay the tithe, you're out, which they probably pay some kind of tax.
Amrit
They do their income tax every year.
Yeah.
Amrit does speak to that. It might even have been in this book, and I think we talked about it. They don't have a tithe the way the Spring Court does, but they do have something.
Yeah.
Which is like used to like help maintain the city and whatever.
Sure, but like as your leader saying like we're disgustingly rich and that's where their money comes from.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an uprising.
That's the way to do it.
I was like, why would he say this? I mean, it is true, but like also, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Especially, we talk about like them being dreamers and equality.
Yeah.
And it's like,
oh, we're so
but
rich.
also we're better than you.
We're balling over here. Oh, God. But before Feyre can start spending that apparently endless night court budget, reality sneaks back in because there's still one tiny, minor, complete, normal loose end. Bryaxis. You know, the ancient nightmare creature currently wandering around Prythian somewhere.
Who knows where?
Yeah. No pressure, but Feyre still needs to find her. And it's interesting because throughout this whole book, I was like, did we miss that she was a her? But no, every time it says it. Yeah. So until SJM clarified that, we were guessing.
Oh, love.
But beneath the teasing, Feyre is carrying something heavier. She can't shake the memory of Rhys dying, of feeling him slip away, of standing helplessly while the bond between them went terrifyingly quiet. And she never wants to experience that again. Not if she can help it. So they strike a bargain, a promise to leave this world together when their time comes. The ink crawls over their skin, sealing the agreement. Whether you love this bargain or side-eye it a little, it comes from the same place everything in this chapter comes from. Neither of them wants a future without the other in it. I have thoughts on this bargain.
I have thoughts too. Are we getting into it now or hot take series and thirst?
We can do it in hot takes, series and thirst. Afterward, the mood lightens. There's teasing, banter, and before long, they're airborne, soaring above Valaris. First, Rhys is carrying her. Then Feyre summons and spreads her own wings.
Yay!
And that detail feels important because for so long, Feyre's story has been about survival. Now she flies beside him on her own because she can.
Yay.
Together, they glide above the city lights, Valaris glowing beneath them like a sea of stars. And as Feyre looks out over the darkness, she lets herself imagine something that once felt impossible. A future. Adventures still waiting, years still unwritten, joy that doesn't have an expiration date hanging over it. Together forever. And for a book that began with survival, really a whole series, It feels fitting that it ends with something much quieter. Two people looking toward tomorrow and for the first time in a very long while, believing they'll get to see it. Finn.
Wings and Ruins.
Oh, that was good.
That was good.
I liked Rings and Ruins so much better the second time around.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was flying through Rings and Ruin just to get to Silver Flames the first time.
Yes.
Because, well, duh. And yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And after reading Crescent City, the lore in this book
so good.
is
and everywhere.
So many tie-ins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hot takes, theories, and thirsts.
Boom. Okay. So I noticed something when Amren goes up through the cauldron and the unleashing or unbinding of Amren also unbinds the cauldron. It breaks into 3 pieces. We see that number a couple of times throughout this series. The 3-faced goddess. There are 3 universes, Crescent City, Throne of Glass, and ACOTAR. There are 3 Bat Boys. There are 3 Archeron sisters.
Huh.
It is very interesting to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's something here with like these, and that the cauldron splits into 3 pieces. Like, could one piece end up going to each? I mean, it's been healed again, but I don't know. I don't know. There was just, I couldn't help but pause on that when I was reading that it split into 3.
And also interesting that the other 2 sisters are with the other Bat Boys, like, but then Elaine is like mated with Lucian. Like, it's just weird. I mean, it would be weird if they all ended up with, like, even though they're not brothers, like brothers.
Yeah.
Is it too convenient and that's why she didn't do it? And like, I mean, maybe she will still end up with Azriel.
I think she will, because I think SJM is...
You think she will end up with Azriel?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, because SJM is saying that the next book is going to be about free will. And if if Elaine were to just end up with Lucian, that would just be...
Mating bond.
Overriding free will. And I'm like, that's too boring. And so instead, I think it will be that she ends up with Azriel.
Okay, so then,
I know.
If Azriel, is he a prince of hell? And if he is, this could play nicely into like Elaine's kind of villainous arc a little bit.
I think that there's something with hell and the Bat Boys.
With Azriel,
sent it to me as well.
Azriel specifically, though, because he has like, is that where the night? He's a shadow singer. He has truth teller. Yeah. The Asteri, who fought with the princes of hell,
right?
Like, she recognized him, and she's like, "You,
right?" And what's
you?
And what is Azriel's reaction to her in that moment? Do you remember?
He's like,
no reaction, as always.
He's kind of like
blank face. Yeah, never know what's going on in that beautiful head. Interesting.
Azriel's the pretty one.
He is the pretty one. Yeah, the rest of them are so hard to look at.
Yeah, disgusting. Speaking of disgusting.
Okay, can we talk about the bargain that Rhys and Feyre make?
I hate the bargain.
Why do you hate the bargain?
Because it feels like such a cop-out, and then also it feels like she fought so hard for like her independence and like her like to stand on her own 2 feet and to like value herself like as an individual, and then it's just like, oh well, I'm nothing and don't want to live without you,
right?
And it's like, seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I get it's like romantic and, you know, a bit like as people view traditional romance,
sure,
like dying, like Romeo Juliet type deal, which is a tragedy, not a love story. I mean, I guess it's both, but and I also just don't like it. I just okay, so they have a like they want to have a baby, so say they do.
Cassie, Allie knows that Feyre's pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So say they have the baby, then like, okay, one of them dies, and then this kid is left with no parents.
Yeah.
Like, how horrible is that?
That's my thing. Like, I also hate the bargain, and I hate it for two reasons. And the one is just that, which is like one of my worst nightmares is dying and leaving my children and leaving Andrew. Like, and him having to like try to raise our children without me, and and then my kids having to grow up without me, and like that is a nightmare I have. Yeah, like if you are thinking we want to have a baby and then you make this deal and you live in unprecedented times,
Sure.
like idiotic. Also, you are not regular people, regular fae. You are not just like living, chilling in like some regular home. You are the High Lord and the High Lady of the Night Court. If you both die, you kind of screw over your whole court. Like, who comes next?
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's a very selfish thing, in my opinion, to do.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that, but yeah, it kind of is like, well, and then Cassian's gonna die. Oh, can't even get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I hate the bargain.
Yeah, I hate it too.
I feel like it's gonna be with whatever the big bad is at the very end of the ACOTAR series is gonna come into play of like, oh, the big bad has Feyre and or Rhys and like is threatening to kill them, but then it could kill the other one, and that's the whole reason. They're like, oh, I could take out two birds with one stone. So I feel like it'll come around to bite them in the ass.
I don't know if we're going to be back in Feyre's POV for...
I know, I was just going to say, I feel like it will not be Feyre and Rhysand that like face off against the big bad.
In my dream world, it's our girls. It's Aelin, Bryce, Feyre. The universes come together, and we do kind of like how Throne of Glass later, once you get Manon introduced and you start moving between that, you move between
a book about her.
You get Manon, you get Dorian, you kind of move between a bunch of POVs. I want it to do that. I want it to be, we've got Aelin, we got Feyre, we got Nesta, we got Elaine, we got Bryce.
Separate adventures, but like coming together, because Manon's adventure is separate from Aelin's.
But ties in. Momo.
And then like while Aelin's off, whatever, like Lysandra and they're doing their thing. And...
yeah, that's what I want.
Oh yes, I would love that. Different adventures.
Yeah, but all facing off at the end, and we get all of their perspectives. That's my dream.
I love that.
Speaking of predictions,
I just am so, I hate to even say it, curious about what's happening with Elaine. Like, she's a question mark, and she, like, that itch needs to be scratched somehow in one way or another. Like, she either needs to stay the way she is or like evolve. I hope she evolves, of course. But yeah, I don't know. And I feel like Nesta's story obviously isn't over yet either. There's something, like, she's such a dynamic character, and so like to feel done with her, no, I don't think so.
I'm not ready to be done with Nesta either.
No.
And I think we had so many clues about Elaine. I'll be curious what we see because we picked up so much more this time reading Wings and Ruin.
Yes.
Like the sleeping guard and the closed buds and the iron gates,
which was like Spring Court.
Yes, all of it, right? Like that was so interesting to me. The note about that you found the witches, the Crochin witches or seers.
Oh, yes.
And then she's a seer. Like all the things we picked up on. I'm so curious to see what we find in Frost and Starlight and then Silver Flames. So yeah, I agree with you. My curiosity for Elaine, she felt so meh, so boring, so meh, so vanilla. And then I started to get more interested in her as we were doing our reread. And now I'm like, all right, what's going on? I want to know.
And the Morgan.
Oh,
I'm so frustrated with the Morgan.
She's frustrating.
Yeah, I'm
such
like
a liar, Morgan.
Oh,
always such a
Dorian.
And we want more.
She
Dorian.
has so many things tied up in so many other characters, like Eris. You don't know the whole story.
Mhm.
Jurian, you've always been a liar, Morgan.
Mhm.
Feyre, always tweaking and never asking her what she actually fucking means.
Yes.
Like,
even
there's
Amryn giving her like
sass in the speech that was nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. It makes no sense. And everyone's sus to more.
Yeah. You're also what you were reading from that one theorist about her being a witch and she wants to ride the wind at the end of Silver Flames, is it?
Yeah.
Where she's like, yeah, I know. I'm really hoping we get some progression in these mysteries in book 6.
Mm-hmm. And Eris, I need to know what the deal is there.
I feel like I'm gonna be obsessed with Eris. Him, and as we get more of him in Silver Flames,
Maybe because he has red hair. Like somebody you may or may not know.
Somebody who's in denial about having red hair. Okay, so do we change our rankings for the books? Now that we've done a reread of Wings and Ruin, how are they?
I forget what my last one was.
I do too. I'm like, I don't know where I ranked them.
I feel like this is still probably number 3 for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, number 3.
Number 3.
Silver Flames and Mist and Fury.
Which one's first? Remind me.
Silver Flames.
Silver Flames. Yeah.
I wasn't sure for the longest time, but it has to be Silver Flames.
Silver Flames.
So much happens, and there's like, and I get that so much happens in all the books, but like, I was really angry for a lot of that book at Nesta, like for being mean.
Yeah.
But then like she really turns it around.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
And she turns around, and then like all these other characters, like, and it's like kind of sisterhood and not like sisters.
Found
like,
family.
Yeah. And I like that.
Yeah. Which is interesting because...
And Cassian, I mean, you gotta say more.
Silver Flames is often criticized for being not plot-driven.
What? Momo
disagrees.
Yeah, she's like, pardon you.
Yeah.
What is it driven by?
The like smut and the story. Or the pardon me, not the story. I'm like, it's not
the plot, just the story.
The smut and the like relationship between Nesta and Cassian. Which I'm curious how I'll feel on a reread.
I mean, yes, but also no.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's the best steaminess in all of the books, in my opinion. But I
think it's a different type of development. Like, I think it's internal development.
Yeah, not adventure. I mean, there is
an adventure.
Yeah.
But a lot of internal warring instead of being out fighting a battle. The battle is taking place inside, which I think maybe some people don't enjoy as much. But I think you and I really like that.
I cannot relate to. I can. I can. Yeah, I don't know. Book 6, because book 6 is the shorter of the 2 upcoming books. So like, oh yeah, the Court of Misfits. I feel like they won't be till book 7. Like, we'll get a little bit of development with them. Will we get an 8-9 and a tandem read? Like, it'll be Court of Misfits happening at the same time. Like, you know how Tower of Dawn and
Empire of Storms.
Happen together.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be kind of fun.
And she's done it before, so she can.
Yeah.
Tyler is tandem reading those 2. I think I mentioned that last time. I'm curious to see when he finishes. He hates Cole. I'm like, oh, same. Right there with you, brother.
So apparently it's Kale. This is what. So I was listening to the Relatables because they're covering it.
Yeah.
My other favorite podcast. And yeah, they're like, no, it's first. They're arguing. They're like, no, it's K-hole. K-hole.
That's kind of how I said it first in my
Kale. And then they argue about it anyways. But yeah, I think it's Kale.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. But in my head.
No.
Disagree. Not aligned. Yeah.
So I want another Throne of Glass book now that we're talking about it. I'm like, oh, I miss that world.
I know. It's a good one. I really do. I will be very disappointed if we don't get a world crossover as the final, like with all the girls coming together.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, Frost and Starlight.
Which I enjoyed. Yeah. It'll be slightly different coverage, I think. We're working out how the format's going to go.
We're going to do a couple bonus babes. We're going to do the bonus chapter.
With Asriel.
Dun, dun, dun.
He's gonna be here.
Yes.
He's going to be right. Actually,
Here.
No, here.
Right.
No, here.
He's in the middle.
Let's take a share.
It'll be his why choose. Andrew's like,
Panic.
poor Andrew. We kind of make fun of him a lot on this.
I tell him, I'm like, we tease about you so much. And he's listening, but he's just like going through very, very slowly. And so sometimes he'll come in because he listens on his commute. And he'll walk in, he'll be like, so I was listening to the pod. And I'm like, what part?
As he got to the part, like, he obviously needed more drugs.
No, he has He will be unhappy about that. I was saying to Allie, and she probably didn't enjoy hearing it, but I was like, it's part of how I flirt with him as she covers her ears.
Teasing?
Yeah.
That's not what everyone does.
I thought
Will
so.
doesn't enjoy being teased.
Andrew is the perfect person to tease because he's like, you can work him up. And like, which is kind of what you want when you tease. You kind of want to get a bit of a rise out of, but you don't want them to be like truly hurt and offended. And so he like doesn't get actually like upset, but you can like work him up a little bit. But then he'll also laugh. He's great at laughing at himself, and I think it's part of why we make such a good pair. Because as someone like from a family of 4 siblings, you tease a ton, and you're like laughing and joking. And
I think that's why Will struggles a little bit with it.
As an only child.
He had no siblings.
But Andrew's an only child, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's not a fan. And I'm like, that's nice.
Andrew, when I start teasing him too much, I'm like, he likes it. He like looks at me and I'm like, oh yeah? And he's like, you need an attitude adjustment. I'm like, okay, meet you upstairs. Now he'll be mad.
Allie's crying into her pillow. And just like that, ACOTAR picks itself up like a glitter-covered war scrapbook and shoves us straight into a court of frost and starlight, where nobody is okay, everyone is pretending they're okay, and the emotional damage is now being processed through seasonal celebrations, forced cheer, and deeply questionable coping mechanisms.
So yes, babes, pass the cider, ignore the trauma in the corner, and prepare for healing that looks suspiciously like avoidance with fairy lights.
We want to hear from you as we continue to build this little corner of our world and fall in love as we dive into fantastical worlds, fabulous folklore, and fine males and men. Follow A Court of Books and Babes Pod on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and while you're at it, click the subscribe button. Lastly, you can show us a little love by taking 5 minutes to rate and review our podcast on Apple, Spotify, and share it with all the babes in your life.
Until next time,
Stay bookish, babes.